somebody wrote in this. And keep in mind, I bought this like half-price book, so keep that in mind. Okay, and here's what it says right there. Okay, it says, Mitch, hi, how are you? Good luck with Liz, your friend, Jessica. Hey guys, so before I get started and start to say hello, welcome back to my channel, which I guess I already did, so hello, welcome back to my channel. But besides the point, let me just be clear, I am sorry for the noise, if you can hear that. That is the fan. I have to have it on, guys. It's hotter than Hades here. Like, it's been up in the 90s, it's been crazy, and I know I'm in a sweatshirt, so I don't feel like that helps matters. But I've been walking around in a tank top. I was, and I felt uncomfortable, and I'm like, I want to wear a sweatshirt. I don't care if it is summer. I want to wear a sweatshirt. So I would be hot either way, but in this case, I'm really hot. Like, I'm actually not that bad now, but I need to keep the fan on. You get what I'm saying? You get me? Okay, good. So, welcome back to my channel again. So, anyway, it is currently July 2nd, almost July 3rd, because it's really late, and yeah. It's time for my TBR for July. Guys, I have a plan. As for the month of August, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know now. It's going to be a month of me trying to read all the books that I've started and haven't finished. Not all of them, because some of them I've started and I've decided not to continue reading for personal reasons or because I just couldn't handle the book. And I get like that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys ever get on my Instagram, which is linked down below, but if you guys ever get on my Instagram and you see upload a picture of a book and say current read, and then all of a sudden you never hear me talk about it on the channel, it's because I've stopped reading it for personal reasons or because I didn't like it. And sometimes I do stop reading books because I don't like them. I mean, there's one book that I stopped reading that was actually pretty good, but I quit reading it because I'm trash like that. So, okay, time for my TBR. So, for July, because this is like the last month I'll actually be reading full books and books that I haven't even started yet. Because that's going to be dedicated for August, and it's going to be a big pile. And we're going to see how that goes. Because August is an incredibly busy month, because if you guys didn't already know, and you guys probably don't want to hear this, but I'm going to try to make this quick so I can tell you guys what all I'm reading this month. But, you already know that my mom's getting married. Apparently the weekend before that I have something going on. Then there's the fact that volleyball should be starting in August at some point. And then I'm going to try to get a job, so that's something else. And then that's like my last month before school starts back up. So let's get started. The first book I will be reading this month is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Yep, Harper Lee. And so, don't know what this is about. I just know it's a classic and I need to read it. I'm determined to read a bunch of classic books. There are some that I refuse to read. This one's not one of them, obviously. Okay, the next book I'm gonna try to read this. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay, The White Queen. And we're gonna play a game called Can Ashley pronounce the author's name? Here we go. Okay, Philippia Gregoria. Maybe I got that right? Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so it's basically about a woman named Elizabeth who secretly marries the king, who secretly marries King Edward something or another. And so her sons end up becoming pawns in some type of mystery thing going on that's like messed with historians for years and all that stuff. Like, this is a really crappy explanation, but this is what I got from it. Yeah. So, I wanted to read this because I heard it was a Star Wars original series. Now, here's the deal. I have a feeling that this is going to get pretty saucy. It's going to get pretty saucy. Okay? And here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't like reading books that are, like, incredibly, like, really steamy. I like romance. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to read a book where there's nothing but sex. And this could be that book, and you guys are probably sitting there having already read this, like, laughing at, like, Ashley, I got some news for you. But here's the deal. I'm going to try anyway. and the moment that it gets really crazy, I'll probably stop. And just because I want to say I tried to read this because it looked like it would be interesting, and I think this was in the clearance section in half price books, so how could you not? For like $1, or was it like $2? Like, how can you not? How can you not? Okay, so I'm gonna try that, and then we're gonna see how that works out. Just in case you're curious, I don't ever see myself watching the Netflix show, because again, I don't like stuff where it's just nothing but sex. I can't handle that. Like, I need some substance. I'm gonna need some story, and I don't want to see anybody getting saucy. Somewhere right now, a family member's watching this video, and they're like laughing their head off, like, Ashley, you are an idiot. And you're right. The next book I will be reading is Paper Things by Jennifer Richard Jacobson. Okay? And this is about a girl named Ari whose mother passes away, and she has basically two wishes. That her daughter will go to this incredibly rich, like, not really rich, but like smart school for like really, really smart kids, like gifted kids. And that she stay with her brother, Gage. But when Gage decides that he doesn't want to stay with their legal guardian anymore, she decides she has to go with him to basically keep her mother's wishes alive. So she goes, but the problem is he has nowhere to live. So he's basically couch jumping, going from couch to couch and staying in a juvenile shelter, all because he doesn't want to live with that person. And she is constantly moving, and because of the fact she has no idea where she's going and where she's at, and like depending on the place, she's having a difficulty keeping her friends or even doing her homework. So basically, it's just become incredibly hard for her, and she has to ask herself, do I stay with him? It's pretty obvious what you should be doing, and it's going back to your legal guardian. Next one, Becoming Jane Austen. Anyway, so it's by John Spence, if I'm saying that correctly. He basically kind of takes a look at Jane Austen's life and kind of theorizes how she came to write Pride and Prejudice and Sensibility and just basically all of her novels and what inspired them, and basically saying that she had a romance. And I've seen the movie for that, and it was interesting, but I'm intrigued to see how this is gonna go, just because I've been trying to read a lot of Jane Austen novels, and so I feel like this should work pretty well, hopefully. Like, I mean, I have slight issues with paying attention to stuff, and I don't know how he wrote this or what all is going on, but hopefully it should be a pretty easy read and pretty fun read. Like, I probably will enjoy it, like, but I don't know. I feel like I'm stuttering like really hard right now, and if I'm talking incredibly fast, guys, I'm sorry. And speaking of which, I'm also sorry for the other video, my top 10 favorite movies, because I talked so fast and I stuttered so much, and for that I'm sorry. It's just a nightmare to try to edit that, so I kind of kept it to a minimum and edited out the major stuff and kind of kept the little things, because you want to know what, why give you guys the illusion that I can talk, that I don't stutter on a day-to-day basis, and that I actually can explain stuff, because I can't. That'd be a lying to you. And as a YouTuber, as a booktuber, isn't it my job to be honest with you about who I am and the fact that I can't explain nothing? Nothing. Okay, so the next book came in my owl crate, which was back in my May owl crate, in which the theme was girl power, so I ended up getting 2 books, but I picked one that I would read this month, and that is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. And these names look pretty crazy, and so I'm not gonna pronounce names. I'm just gonna try to give you a quick little thing. Basically, the main character is a Viking, is what I'm getting from the description, because I actually read the description this time, guys. I know. But I decided I'm probably going to start reading descriptions, because I started a couple books and I got really confused, and I don't feel like that's going to work anymore. Yeah. So, basically, her and these other clans have kind of, her clan and these other clans have kind of been at war. And then one day they're fighting, and all of a sudden she's betrayed when she realizes that her brother is with the enemy, even though he's supposed to be dead. He's supposed to be dead, and he's with the enemy. So she's like, I'm shook. So I guess something happened. She's with this other group and amongst all of her enemies and people that she harmed, and she's like fearing for her life. But then as other people come, they're even worse. And she's like, and so then she and her brother's friend try to work together to get even though they don't trust each other completely, but they have to try to get like their clans together. Like, come on, we're gonna fight these evil people, you know, to save our clans. And I guess that's what I got from that. It's probably pretty off, and for that I'm sorry. Again, why even try to give you the illusion that I can explain things? Final book in my TBR is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Okay, so this is all that I know about this book. That is that Mara Dyer, I guess it was like an accident, and she wakes in the hospital with absolutely no memory of what happened. And that I guess like all of her friends are dead, but she's like unharmed. Like there's nothing wrong with her other than the fact of loss of memory. And then I guess she falls in love with somebody, because like they don't give you a lot to go on in the back, literally. That's all it says, is like, she doesn't think this will happen. She's wrong. Keep it. This is like backfiring. I've got too much hair. But like that's basically the gist. And like that's not giving me a lot to go on. And I guess like the person who got this, she's like an author, because I'm about to set a yard sale, and I guess she's like an author, so she got like whatever it's called that I can't think of the name. But you know what it is. Person watching this, hopefully. Not. Please figure it out and tell me in the comments. Please. I beg of you. Please. Really quick last minute edition, because I'm feeling exciting. The final book in the Summer Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. Okay, the third book. Okay, and if you guys want to know what that's about, I've already read it, so this will be a reread, and hopefully I can fit it in, because like that takes me, like I can read that within a 24-hour period, because I love this book so much. But really quick explanation on it. Basically, guys, if you haven't read the first two books, you might not want to listen to this. And if you don't care about being spoiled, then go ahead and listen. But yeah, so basically what happens is Belly gets engaged to Jeremiah, the younger brother of the Fisher brothers. And so what ends up happening, they tell the family it doesn't go very well, and so they end up at the beach house for the summer, because nobody's like agreeing with this wedding. It's not okay. But anyway, she ends up alone with Conrad, and they end up spending a lot of time together, and it's pretty evident that he still loves her, and that there's still some stuff going on. And it's incredibly like intense, and it's basically the big wrap up and completion of the series. That is all for my TBR video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you're new, please do it. I really am trying with the videos. I'm trying to give you guys more, because I've been on YouTube for about a year and I haven't made like a crap ton of videos. And that's kind of sad and depressing, but I get distracted, and then I get lazy. So I'm working on that. It's a work in progress. Like, I'm still giving you guys more videos than I think I ever did. So I feel like that's progress, and I am actually filming a lot of videos, so like I feel like this is gonna work out semi-well. So hopefully you guys will be getting more videos, and I'm gonna try to space them out evenly so you guys are getting variety. And just basically the main issue is filming, because I have to figure out a time to film them when I don't look absolutely disgusting. Anyway, go follow me on social media. I'll be linking all of it down below. And anyway, and if you want to see any type of videos or book-related videos, or even non-book related things, like just stuff to try to get to know me, or something kind of cool or fun that you think I should do, tell me. Tell me in the comments. I am up for it, as long as it's nothing crazy. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. You've been hit by
been hit by a smooth